And we are back live. Waffleboard breaks. How is everybody doing? Hope you're enjoying the games. A lot of close games. A lot of points up for grabs. 2 unsold spots left. 35 boxes tonight. 1 in 35 box odds of anything hitting. So I'm not going to force you guys into the last 2 spots. Someone wants to grab them to close, I will definitely give you guys the opportunity to do that. But other than that, we're not going to wait too long. We're going to get to the box and get us ready for Thursday. Of course, 1 in 35 tonight, 1 in 34 on Thursday. So get us right into our double box on Sunday, which there will be the nice giveaway. I'll show everybody that again. Some people here today may not have been here on Sunday, just to let that know. Sunday, I definitely will have at least an 8x10 and a jersey giveaway. It's from the Goon movie, if anybody's familiar. Obviously, most hockey fans are familiar with the Goon movie with Sean William Scott, Lee Schreiber. It's signed by the actual Goon that it's based off of. That's Doug Smith. Doug Glatt was the Goon in the movie. Sean William Scott, of course, and he played Lee Schreiber was his nemesis in the movie. But they're 2 nights, a nice 8x10. Kind of as the movie poster front, and then of course the custom jersey for Doug Glatt, the Goon. So that'll be given away on Sunday. Obviously, Sunday we have the most people available. Of course, you can bid on your spots, but that's be the 3-year anniversary, which of course is Tuesday the 7th. But we're going to do the anniversary giveaway on the Sunday with the double box. So we'll get everybody in for that. So get your bids in on that if you'd like to win. You know, every spot you win will have a chance at the both of the giveaways. Be like any other giveaways, every spot will be eligible. So the more spots you win, including the unsolds and the minimum bid spots, you know, more spots you have, better chance of you winning the giveaways. I don't think I'm still seeing I have something else. May have a puck or something. We'll see if I come up with something else to give away, but definitely going to give away the 8x10 of the Doug Smith, the real Goon, as well as the jersey. And I can show that off again today and Thursday because that'll be Sunday's giveaway after the 2 boxes we do. So, or 3, like I said, when we hit 3 or 11, the other box will be opened up as well. So that's a built-in double box. Boxes 3 and box 11. That's our 2 oldest boxes. That's the only boxes from November. Of course, then we have 3 boxes now from early December, 4 from late December. So just 9 boxes from last year, the 2 from November, the 3 and 4 from the December reload. So everything is relatively new. 3 from January, 6 from February, and then 17 still from the March reload. We haven't had a single jersey hit yet. Of course, we've done 5 drawings. Buffalo 4-2. Oh, there it is. I knew they tied it 3-2, and then Buffalo got a third. I think Tuck maybe. They got the third, and then of course that pretty much will almost end the Islanders season. You know, they're going to need some help at this point in time. You know, that was 2 big losses back to back for them. And Buffalo, you know, flexing their muscles. Obviously, they're the best team in the Eastern Conference, and of course, Tampa's going to go down. Looks like to Montreal. So that's another person behind them trying to gain them. So yeah, the Islanders losing to the Sabres. The battle for New York, since obviously the Rangers are in very much last place. But the Bowen Byron with the Peyton Krebs got the game winner. A minute ago with the empty net. Okay, there you go. Bill Bowen Byron got the empty netter. So yeah, it's pretty much over. 4-2. Islanders not coming back to that one. Canadians up at the very end of the Lightning game, 2-1. That's a loss to them. Obviously, fight for seeds. You know, Montreal and Tampa are 2 of the best teams in the East, along with, of course, the Buffalo Sabres. So it's those teams are looking for. Oh, there it is. Larry B stepping in, grabbing the Cam Atkinson. Thank you very much. That leaves just what was the last spot? Oh, Keandre Miller as closer mojo. So Larry V grabbing that. Larry V stepping in on the Cam. Very good. New Rangers win. Yeah, the Rangers just pummeled. They just pummeled. Oh, Markstrom and Igor in the fight. There it is, the Russians and the Swedes battling out with the goalie fight. Yeah, I know the Rangers are up big. What was the score on that one? That was a lot of blowouts early. 6-3 Panthers over the Sens. Backup goalie, too, for the Panthers. 6-3 Bruins over the Stars. Stars took it on the chin, losing in overtime on Sunday to the Flyers, and then, of course, the Bruins today. Rangers beat the Devils 4-1. Penguins up 5-1. The Red Wings. Penguins are looking legit. They're scoring like crazy. Even with, I think Malkin came back, or Malcolm's available today. I know Crosby came back last game. So, they're starting to score. Obviously, the Red Wings are higher than them in the standings. So, a lot of shaking up going on. We got late games. Obviously, the Oil up 2-0 on the Kraken, end of one. We got the Blackhawks and Jets 1-1 in the second, but of course the Jets are pretty much eliminated. Canes, of course, is one of the best teams in the East with the Jackets. Jackets are looking to make some movement, and that's in the standings as well. They've been hot. I know that they're probably going to step over the Islanders. I think you might even have a game in hand still. So yeah, a lot of good goalie plays this year. It's been fun to watch these goalies throwing down. Oh, the Flyers are trying to build off last night or Sunday's big win. They're down 6-4 with a minute left to the Caps. That's a big loss to them. Oh, the Canadians got an empty netter, it looks like, so they're up 3-1 on the I know it was on the goal. It's just a late goal. So yeah, they're going to take out the Bolts in like 3-1. They're up with a minute left in that one. So that's it. Like I said, we got a couple games still in there. No, they one punch on Swayman. Great. There, yeah, that was it. Obviously, there was some couple good brawls. It was good. I think it was Vassie's first play ever. So yeah, there were a couple good goalie brawls. There was a couple like in a week that was crazy. You don't see that. That's Frondell. Like I said, I mean, obviously he's going to be good. Like I said, obviously he's definitely talented, but obviously and they're not ready to turn it over yet down there. So they got some serious good top end talent. But I mean, at some point in time, there'll be an issue with them having to, contracts let guys go. But as of right now, they're basically they're going to come back next year with a top 5 or 6 pick probably, and and just add another star in the making to that veteran laden back-to-back cup winning team. So they're not going to be able to defend it this year. It's going to be open for anybody in the East that wants to step up. Obviously, the Rangers and the Leafs are not going to be representing in the East as well. Islanders look like they're not quite ready yet for prime time, so they're not going to be able to get in there. But the Red Wings look to be back. Jackets are ready to play. I mean, the Devils are still a playoff team. Sabres, of course, have taken many next steps and one of the best teams in the East. Of course, then you got Carolina and Montreal and Tampa. So the East has got some legit top end teams. In that West, you got a lot of bottom feeders. So it's I mean, we know the Stars are one of the best teams in the league. They had the second most points going into today. They got the 100 point against the Flyers on Sunday. And, of course, the Avalanche is far out in front of everybody. But they get beat up on the Sisters of the Poor all year long. There's bottom teams out West are absolute junk. So, I mean, you got to take a little bit of the top tier teams, a little bit of grain of salt, because they don't go into the trenches every game. And obviously, even McDavid said that against Tampa. They got pretty much whooped up on pretty good with Tampa head to head. And he said, our divisions, you're fighting with pillows, because when you have a team from the East step in here and shows you how to play hockey, playoff hockey, obviously the Bolts are tried and tested. They know how to win. Obviously, the Oil should be too, but they're just you play so many bad teams out West. Like I said, they may not be bad for good. Obviously, Sharks have been drafting well. The Ducks have been drafting well, but those teams they're not teams yet. I mean, they got their teams full of star players, and some are superstar players, but they're not good enough to make some noise. So I mean, like I said, like I told you, I said 17 of the top 20 scorers in the league are in the Western Conference. Now, is it cost 17 of the top 20 scorers in the league are in the Western Conference? Absolutely not. I think the fact that they feast on the Sisters of the Poor, every 3 games, that's just how it is. That's how the league is. I mean, it's cyclical. I mean, it goes back and forth. Sometimes the East is got more high-end scorers. Sometimes the West does, but right now, as it sits, those Western teams, the top offensive teams out West, just beat up on the scrub teams, and that's just how it is. So I mean, it is what it is. But we'll see come playoff time. We'll see if obviously the Eastern Conference has won 4 straight cups. Obviously, the Bolts The Cats won last two. Bolton won two. Somebody won in between, I think, or that was just the last four. Last four is Florida. Is that correct? I'm not so long ago, I can't remember. Maybe. So it might be the last four. It might be the last four cup winners are in the state of Florida. And then we had the Caps a little bit before that. Obviously, the Knights won one in there, but so it's the Eastern Conference has definitely had more cup teams in recent memory. That's for sure. Cup winners at least. But we'll see. Like I said, I mean, obviously the Avs have to prove they can get there because obviously they can't get over the hump. You know, they fall flat in one of the playoff series. Obviously they won the cup. That's the one team out west that did win the cup recently. So and the Knights and the Avalanche are the last two Western Conference cup winners. And then a bunch of the others are from the East. So we will, like I said, we'll see come playoff time. You know, whoever's healthiest, whoever's getting the best goaltending, whoever's defense is contributing the best offensively as well as defensively. I mean, these teams are pretty stacked. Everybody in the playoffs is going to have a good, solid top two lines. It's that third and fourth lines that are the deciding factor. Knowing it from experience, as having seen having seen the Bolts build through trades, those third and fourth lines, they're so important to win in the playoff games because if you can prevent teams from scoring on your third and fourth lines, and your third and fourth lines could play against the other team's top two lines, I mean, then your top two lines basically go to work. So we'll see. Like I said, playoffs are here almost in hockey. We got less than 10 games for everybody across the boards. So it's a stretch run to the playoffs. Of course, we got baseball in full swing. I think the Jays going to win today. They stumped it up yesterday, and I think they're up 4 or 5-1 now on the Rockies. They got to win again today and tomorrow. Can't lose 2 out of 3 to Colorado at home. So if they can win the next one. They'll be a nice 5-1 after 6 games. So like I said, you got to beat the bad teams when you play them, and then you got to wins. Got to get wins against the good teams as well. But we'll see. Yes. Well, Spencer Knight, like I said, they're 1-1. I don't know what the score was in the 2-1. Jets have scored. The Jets can score. That's the one thing you got to be careful with the Jets. They definitely can score, and they got obviously the defending Veteran Hart Trophy in net. You know, this Comrie's playing today, but Hellebuck is playing, so he's not going to go out there to be embarrassed. Obviously, the Jets are dangerous, so we'll see what it is. But one box tonight, 1 in 35 box odds. We haven't hit a new box since we reloaded. We've had 5 straight. Four straight. How many? What are we on? We had 4 straight, of course, and then we got today. And of course, and then under 6 straight, and then into today. So we've done 6 straight boxes without hitting a new box. It's absolutely crazy. But that means we've been helping knocking out some of the old stuff. Like I said, 2, 3, 4, 3 is our oldest 4 runs, and then 6 from February and 17 from March. Yeah, Gudis wasn't healthy, but he still wanted to suit up because he knew they're going to come for him. I said, I mean, like him or not, I'm not a Gudis fan, but he knows what hockey is. He knows that they want an ounce of flesh, and he laced them up and went out there and took some beating, and that's the hockey. That's older school hockey. I mean, new school hockey players still play with some of the old school thought processes. I mean, it was a knee on knee, and I think it was. I mean, he may not have been trying to hurt him, but anytime you go knee on knee, you're basically trying to hurt somebody. So, I mean, he didn't throw a hip check on him. He basically hit Matthews. And I don't love Matthews, but, I mean, one of the premier players in the league, when the other team's, player goes after his knee, you can't accept that. You can't have that be the norm. I'm not saying the top players should be preferentially treated, but you can't let people go after their knees. That's not the way the NHL has ever worked and the way it ever should work. So, and Gudis knows they're going to come for me. I'm gonna take my whooping, take my beating, like a man. Like I said, I mean, I'm not saying he directly targeted in the moment, but I'm sure he wasn't feeling bad that he clobbered Matthews in his knee. So I'm like, that's just you got to pay the piper. You got to pay the piper. So when that comes down, so we'll see. Like I said, pray for all the other top-notch players. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. this last 10 games before the playoffs. Once the playoffs start, all bets are off. It becomes a war of attrition. 16 wins, the toughest 6 wins in the 4 major sports, I think, to win the Stanley Cup. It's tough. Yeah, my boy Tyler Bertuzzi with the goal. I like Tyler Bertuzzi. That's he's been great playing for that. I think we may have had him many moons ago in the boxes. I couldn't remember though. I haven't checked. Like I said, we've been doing this is box 626 tonight. We've done about 640 something, 45 jerseys. We've had double boxes in the past, so it's getting tough getting brand new names, but we do have a decent. Like I said, there's 4 brand new names in this reload, and I have about a half dozen brand new names coming from the next reload. So that's always fun. Yeah, Tyler Bertuzzi, 30. Like I said, he's not a young spring chicken. He obviously played well elsewhere, and he's been playing good with Bedard when he's been paired with them. Even when they've been separated, he's been able to produce. He's a good power play player. He's got good hands, and he's willing to take a beating down low, and that pretty much is how Corey Perry made a career. He's not a burner, but he's definitely can get position. And he's willing to take a beating, and he's got good hands. You can finish down low. People are going to keep feeding it to you. Or you get tips. You learn how to tip. That's key as well. So, but yeah, like I said, let's get going. Just 1 box a night. Then I'll get the spot price preview back up. Same spot price previews today. It'll go back up for Thursday. Like I said, it'll be 34 boxes on Thursday. Unless we get the double tonight. We'll see if that happens. 3 and 11 are tied at the hip. But other than that, I said church has been pouring in. This week I got something else coming, I think, tomorrow. Then a couple more either by Saturday or Monday. So that should be, I think I paired a couple away. It'll probably be 17, but that's not for a couple more weeks to go. So getting ready for just this Sunday. Will be fun with the giveaway stuff. So good luck to everybody tonight. Let me get the Jays win. Okay, that's good. Okay, everything's good. Jays win. I don't care that the Bolts lost. I mean, the Bolts are still making the playoffs, but it's good to have the Jays, shrug off last night's terrible game against Colorado. So, like I said, we got about, I think 10 or so, 11. Larry just stepped in and grabbed the Cam Atkinson. So I think only the Keandre Miller's unsold. If nobody wants that, I will make that the community spot. I don't mind. So we could do that. I don't see anybody else grabbing the Keandre Miller. Nice Adidas Rangers. Obviously, he's with the Hurricanes, so we may see a lot of him in the playoffs. But I will keep that as a community spot. Nobody has to go out of the way to grab. Oh, no. Oh, Dale grabbed. Dale with the closer mojo. I didn't see it. I was reading in the thread. Dale C. with the closer mojo. Going for Keandre. Okay. Good stuff. Let's say Keandre and Atkinson both claims. So that's everybody. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. We got Dale with the closer mojo, James M, Greg K, Daryl L, Thomas M, Ash D, Nick F, Brett G, and Jake G. Father, son are in with a couple tonight. Oh, Brett's got 2. CK, of course, and then Larry V grabbing a single spot magic. So let's do it. Keandre for the win. There it is. Closer mojo. Let's see. He's going to do it. Dale C's grabbing the Keandre Miller. So there we go. So he's stepping in, taking away the community spot for himself. So good luck, everybody. Let's see what comes out tonight. Let's get going. Where's my list? Where's my dice? The birds are chirping. They must love the nice weather. Crazy good weather in Jersey today. So some places got snow forecasted out in the Midwest. So one of you guys is in snow zone still. But right now it's looking nice and toasty here. I got shorts on. Jersey's been tropical almost. Sunny day. No rain or anything at the Phillies game. That's going on. I think it's just about over. But yeah, so it's been a real nice spring day today. Now officially in spring. So hopefully we can avoid any of the garbage weather in the beginning of April. But the last day of March, here we go. So let's get going. Okay, 5 or more, of course, in our dice roll. Boxes are here, still in order, of course. Our oldest, like I said, we got 3 and 11 attached at the hip. Then we got 3, 4, 3, 6, and 17. So everything, I believe, 81 and up is in the new run. So we've been able not, they haven't hit, like I said, almost it's 50-50, 35 boxes tonight, 17 new boxes. So it's basically a coin flip if we're going to get a new box or not at this point in time. So good luck, everybody. I cannot wait to see who comes out. I love them all. So let's do it. Here we go. 5 or more on our dice roll. See what we got. And that is 9 times, Mr. Bueller. 9 times. Okay. 9 times, everybody. Good luck. There it is. 35 boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the box tonight is going to be box number 85. There it is. Ding, 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 ding. 9 times. Box 85. 9 times. Box 85. I guess, like mathematically speaking, I mean, the odds are still 50-50 every time you flip it, but it's tough to flip. If you flip 7 coins, it's tough to go heads the first 6, and then, 7th time is tails. That's pretty much what the odds are, almost a little less than 50-50 going into tonight. But there we are, 85. Very good. Let me back that number out so it's not there for Thursday. Let's see. Sometimes we can go a run of new boxes. We'll see if that's the case. Box 85 it is. Okay. 85. Okay. Like I said, you guys, we grabbed a lot of these boxes quickly. Let me see what we got. 85. Pretty good group of owners in this run. You guys know the drill. 85 is the only sideways box on the top shelf. Lower. Here we go. 16 boxes still there. I'm not going to move anything over yet. I'm just going to keep it as is. 6, 6, and 4 on the top shelf. Box 85. There we go. Is anybody making any predictions? New run. Where's Nick F in the house? He's still breaking in his room. 85. Let me see. Is Nick F in the run? I don't think he's in the run. He may not have a spot. Woohoo! Some good stuff here. Good luck, guys. Box 85. Calling the Oats. Calling the Oats. Let's see if Adam Oates comes out. Larry V, the Beast fan, is calling the Oats. Let me see. Good luck, all you guys. I'm excited. What's our first jersey hit from the new box run? Box 85. What do you got for us? Oh, this is a beautiful jersey. One of my favorites in the reload. There it is. Fanatics. This is from a Fanatics unwrapped box. They come in the special Fanatics bags now. There it is. Roman Josie. 59 Fanatics hollow sticker. Absolutely beautiful Stadium Series. This is a stunner. Make sure you guys, I'm sure you guys checked out the pictures of this one. Roman Josie with the Preds on the collar. Adidas, of course. Roman Josie, 59. There it is. Of course, fight strapped up. Very, very nice. Smashville with the guitar pick. Nashville Predators. Smashville. There it is with the C and the Stadium Series 2022. Stadium Series, Nashville. Stadium Series. The guy was Tampa Bay Lightning they played. Very, very nice. Prime green, of course, with the Preds logo in the collar. Just an absolute gorgeous Josie. Absolutely beautiful. Very, very nice. I have my Josie, I think, is a white Adidas, and I didn't want to keep this for myself because I have a Smashville Philip Forsberg. So you guys benefit. Me having restraint benefits you guys. There it is. Roman Josie, Fanatics, unwrapped Came right out of one of their boxes. Unbelievable. Smashville with the Yossi and the black ink and the Fanatics hollow sticker, the newest kind. Here it is. Very, very nice. Who had Yossi tonight? That goes to JG. Your Roman Yossi going to JG, the son and the father-son duo. Congratulations, Roman Yossi. Such a great jersey, man. Unbelievable. Congratulations. Sorry, of course, for everybody that did not hit. That's a monster. Congratulations, Jake. Such a beauty. Absolutely beauty. Like I said, there's 7 jerseys that were $10 or more spots, and that was one of them. So that's a big hit. Big hit. Congratulations, Jake. Very, very nice. I'll pack that up. Like I said, I'll be sending out the stuff probably Friday or Saturday. So we have one more jersey to go. We'll see what happens on Thursday night. Same spot prices. I will put that back up, minus the Josie. Of course, the spots went live on eBay. I will end Josie, and of course, whatever hits on Thursday, I'll end as well. But those spots are live on eBay for you guys to get your placeholder bids in. Get ready for the fight on Sunday. Like I said, just to show off again, for anybody that wasn't here, that's still around, we will be giving away, I will show it again. On Sunday, we'll be giving away the Goon 8x10. That's Doug Smith, the original Goon, who it's based on. Sean William Scott, Lee Schreiber. And I will also be giving away the Doug Glatt custom jersey signed by Doug Smith, the real Goon. That will be given away on Sunday to one of the spots. So that'll be Sunday. So congratulations, Jake, on the Josie. Be back here on Thursday for one more box. And then, of course, the Doug Smiths will be given away on Sunday. Maybe have another puck as well to throw in with you guys. But one more box to go before Sunday's double box. But there it is. Very, very nice. Like I said, that's a huge hit. Like I said, it was one of the bigger spots available. Congratulations on the Josie. First box to come out of the new run. Just an absolute gorgeous Roman Josie Smashville Stadium Series. So enjoy the games the rest of the nights, guys. And tomorrow, I think the light schedule tomorrow. And we'll be back here on Thursday to do it again. Till then, stay safe. Stay warm, hopefully, wherever you are. And we'll get back and do it again Thursday night. So congratulations, Jake. Absolute great hit. Sorry for everybody else. Hope your odds are better on Thursday. So thank you much, guys. Enjoy the late games, and I will see you Thursday. Take care, everybody. WAFFLEBOARD Breaks is out.